Hello, everyone. Welcome to the week of October 18th through the 23rd. I always kind of have to look because I'm always like, what is time? Let's share the screen and get right into it. Let's see. Boom, bam, boom, boom. Transits. Yes, 18th. So this is where we are at. Let's see. Oh yeah, Jupiter's already been direct, which is super duper awesome. Moon is in Aries right there. Hi, Moon in Aries. Moon in Aries, my natal moon's in Aries, so it gives me moon on moon. So what the moon in Aries is really good for is putting fast-paced action or fast-paced thought on whatever it is that you are sort of looking into. It's also pretty good if you want to do something active, right? Might feel really good. Winning feels really good. Set up something with yourself, like a little test with yourself, like what do I feel like I could win at? So if you have things on your list that you need to do, Moon in Aries is awesome for that because break them down into small things and you'll feel like, hell yeah, I'm a winner. Anyway, I like to feel like a winner, whatever. Yeah, let's see, Mercury's still in retrograde. Ooh, and we've also got the 17th and the 18th. Sun and Mars, squaring Pluto. So here's Sun and Mars here, and here's Pluto here. Now you'll notice that the Sun is at 25 and Pluto's at 24. What I like about this is that the Sun adds sort of light. It sheds light on whatever it is that it is touching or aspecting. Now it's squaring with Pluto, right? Which means that so squares naturally represent friction or challenges, right? So you might be very conscious of sort of power struggles, right? Or maybe my hope would be is that you see the challenge and then you try to transcend and think about how can I solve this challenge, or does this challenge need to be solved right now, right? Do I need to give it some time? Ooh, we do have Mercury direct here. So that's awesome because then that means that miscommunications might be less likely to happen. However, some sort of a external power struggle will definitely be there, right? What I like about the Sun is that it sheds warmth and light, right? It sheds an awareness and a consciousness, but it also is sort of where people feel like they rule. So there could be, a tendency to have friction with people's differing opinions. The good news is that all of this is in Libra, and Libra wants to be fair automatically, right? Libra wants to see both sides. So that's like really kind of great. So I'm hoping that what'll happen is some projects will get moved forward, right? We'll start moving forward that you've had, right? But yeah, Mars applying to that Pluto. Mars is in sort of its antithesis. It doesn't love being there. So, and then Pluto in Capricorn, that's smacking some earth on it. So that's like really good. Anyway, it'll be interesting to see sort of what power struggles come about, right? Mars here is sort of like a martial artist, right? Sort of like waiting for its sort of right strike. Maybe it will be looking at its partner, whoever it is that it's fighting, and it will be judging and weighing when would be a good time to strike, even though Libras traditionally don't love conflict, right? Anyway, and it's also cardinal though, so sort of boss energy. It'll be interesting. We will have cardinal, martial arts Mars coming up against controlling Pluto. So, so the thing I do know of Pluto is that either you can try to dominate with it, right? Or you can, try to work with it, right? notice where it crushes your ego, because Pluto is also kind of known as sort of like an ego crusher, right? So it goes either you're going to die or you're going to transcend, right? So fighting, do you need to transcend or do you need to fight? That's the crux of that. So that's really interesting. And then, yeah, that full moon is going to be in Aries. All right, so let's go forward in time. Tuesday, we still have this going on, right? 22 to 24. Mars, this today could be sort of more of the crux of it happening, you know, difficulties or just challenges, right? That's kind of what it represents, a conscious challenge, an at-large challenge, which I think is interesting. All right. So we did that one, 18 and 19, moon square Pluto 2. On the 19th, moon will be applying to a square with Pluto 2 later on that night, right? It's at 17 now. If we go ahead some hours, we'll notice that the moon will be an applying square. Let's see. Where are you, moon? Moon is here. See, it's an applying square. It will definitely meet it like after a few hours, right? So like Pluto's here and then the moon is here. Interesting. Well, maybe we'll all be asleep for it. Maybe, yeah, right here at like 9:20 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Maybe don't be at a bar at this time, which I can't imagine anybody on Tuesday would want to be at a bar, but that looks like a spoiling for a fight there a little bit to me. But good news, it's not till like 9:20. Hopefully I'll be asleep. Hopefully, yeah, in community, right, with friends. So that'll be interesting. All right. Yeah, don't go on a late date this night either. Another maybe not great thing to do. Hi, this is me saying maybe don't plan a late date on Tuesday night. Got it, good. All right, let's see, let's go some days ahead. Kind of want to go to like a better time though, 12 p.m. Don't you love, I think it's sort of a trip when I can go forward in time. All right, days. Wednesday. Ew. Okay, that's just MC there. Might feel like working during this time. MC. All right. We're at the 20th. What do I have down for the 20th? I have something. Oh yeah, full moon in Aries. See here on the 20th. That's a great time for setting intentions and really being active about like, what have you harvested, right? What have I harvested during this time? That'll be awesome sauce. Okay, so we have these guys here in an air sign. Venus is here in Sagittarius. These are in sextile because air, which is a Libra sign, and Sagittarius, which is a fire sign, they play well together. They inspire each other, in fact. But then we see 1, 2, 3, Pluto here, and these guys here, that's in a square. And that's when we're talking about potential power plays. But Libra likes to be fair, so it shouldn't be like incredible, you know, struggles and power plays. Let's see. Ooh, we have trines here, Jupiter in trine to Mars. Oh, that's nice. So that adds like an element of luck or an element of expansive thinking, an element of problem solving ability, right? Oh, an element of gratitude, if you can lean into gratitude. So maybe like thank the universe for multiple decisions, multiple pathways to go. And then that'll feel like good, maybe help mitigate any sort of that might come with sort of that squaring there, you know, square here and square there, right? All right. And that is on Wednesday. Let's see. Yeah, I always like to look at, you guys want to see something like kind of cool? Let's see what Venus is doing that day in the natal chart. So this is Venus in the chart, right? Venus, and these are all the aspects that she's making. This is in conjunct. This is like having a rock in your shoe about something, right? It's not a big deal, but it's not a nothing deal. I feel it. I want to get this rock out of my shoe. Conjunction tends to be a they call it a hard aspect, but with Venus, usually it tends to be more of a benefic aspect, right? It tends to be more like, ooh, I might feel hot that day, or, you know, might be a good day to take family pictures during the day or something, right? Or like pictures. Anyway, because anytime Venus is on an ascendant, your personal ascendant is best, Venus on personal ascendant. And then opposite other, so it might be hard to imagine what somebody else feels like, right? But then again, I'm talking about personal. So Venus at large might have a hard time helping people to reconcile their differences, right? Sextile MC, that's good. Venus is the planet of abundance, and sextile to MC that day in the house of Libra too. I think that's where it was going through when we looked at it. It's pretty good, right? Anyway, so that's kind of how I would read this, right? In Trine to Chiron, so it might be a good day to, if you have childhood wounds, right? And how they affect your money making abilities, or how you think of yourself in a beauty aspect, right? Might be a good day to be like, evaluate that. Anyway, that's kind of how I look at those things there. Wednesday. Oh yeah, okay. Everybody's still in Libra. Venus is still here. Ooh, Mars right on Pluto. We will be used to it by this time though. So it will feel less frictiony than it would have a few days ago. So that's like really good. Now, something else that I like to keep in mind is that this is relative sort of to everyone. Now, let's say I have Pluto at 24 degrees natally in Libra. I will not feel good, likely, right? I will have a harder time holding in my reactions to things, right? And especially as a fire sign, right? Now, somebody who's not a fire sign, it won't be as hard for. It might manifest in other ways. So it's really interesting to sort of see the subtleties and then also the extremes. It can feel like depending upon your chart. All right. So moon here is in Taurus. Okay, this is kind of a big deal. I want to go back in time a little bit here. Okay, so we have the full moon Wednesday. So Thursday, this is nice. This is nice in the way of moon in Taurus. It's exalted here. It feels really good here, right? I will plan to call my mother during this time because she has her natal moon in Taurus. So if you know someone whose moon is in Taurus, you know, call them that day, or better yet, something that smells good or feels good. Tell them to pet their dog or something, you know, to touch something that feels really nice or of high quality, right? And they're more likely to, I don't know, sort of have a better chat. That's what I've noticed anyway. Usually when I call her, I've been doing this lately, if I call her with the moon in Taurus, she will tell me automatically, oh my gosh, I was just thinking about you, you know, and I'll be like, oh, interesting. Anyway, so I've noticed that. So now I just call her and she's not into astrology at all. So it's really kind of fun too. So I know what's going on. Anyway, moon in Taurus, that's gonna feel really good, you guys. That'll feel really good, unless you have something crazy there, like, no, the moon just will kind of make things feel better there, like calmer there, nurturier there. Hard things don't seem as hard there. All right, so that's awesome to know. Full moon in Aries, but then it goes into Taurus the next day, so that's like super duper awesome. And then we're at Saturday, moon is in Gemini. Put together a puzzle, right? Call your mom if she has her moon in Gemini, maybe. That's kind of awesome sauce. Anyway, I'm sure there are like so many things that I've missed. What I noticed mostly about this month of October is that a lot of the stuff was kind of earlier in the month, and then it was kind of less, and then it was well, we're heading to a square with Pluto coming this week, so that will be interesting to note how that happens or how that goes down. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Bye. Cool. Stop sharing. I guess I better stop sharing first.